WJG Sports. We journal great.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Just Like Bruddas podcast, episode number 40.
40,
Here
wow.
with Coach Mott from Clayton.
Hey, everyone.
Yep. So we decided to start something new. We're going to try to be, bringing in some guests so we can talk about some experiences and different things, different things that we do with our guests. So, of course, like I said, I'm Kai Jones, WJG Sports Publisher. We're here with Micah Beebe, of course. And Coach Mott, man, let's get right into it, man.
All right.
Where are you from, Coach?
So I'm originally from New York, born there, and then when I was 9, we moved down to Wilmington. So I grew up in Wilmington, went to Laney High School, down the coast. Yeah, Michael Jordan, the whole thing. And so I raised there and eventually went to NC State. That's got me into the area, and then now I'm here in Clayton.
Gotcha. How long have you been coaching at Clayton now?
This is my 4th year at Clayton.
Okay.
So I coached all those years. My 3rd year as varsity coach with the girls soccer team now.
Right.
And your program has been really good over the last several years. I think I saw you guys play Conley last year in the playoffs. 1-0 win, I believe.
Yep.
What have been the keys to the success of your girls soccer program?
Oh man, we put the work in, to say the least, is the key. A lot of the girls, we're very blessed with an area that has a lot of club soccer, a lot of soccer, not just at the high school level, where the girls can play year round. So when we get them, when they come to us, luckily they have a lot of experience, and we can kind of just mold them into what we want tactically and technically on the soccer field. And, from there, it's, just they put the work in every single day, whether it's workouts, practice, game. They're working all the time.
Right, of course. Was your plan to be a soccer coach?
Yeah. So I'll be honest. I got to college, had no idea what I wanted to do with my life. I actually graduated college, and then I was like, oh yeah, I want to become a teacher. Wish I had done that 4 years earlier. But when I decided to become a teacher, coach, I wanted to help out and, teach the youth and educate the youth, whether or not it's social studies and history, which I do in the classroom or on the field with soccer. Ever since about college is when I decided this is what I wanted to do.
Gotcha. So, you talk about the year-round program. It seems like Johnson County is kind of turning the corner on soccer when it comes to Eastern North Carolina, where they're starting to get kind of in that same mold of the Jacksonville and the Wilmington teams, where they have really successful soccer programs. What do you think has been the biggest key to that, really?
Oh man, I think the biggest thing is obviously club soccer and the ability for us to play soccer year round. Definitely within the Clayton area, and we're going to say more than most of Johnson County, we have Neuse River football lines, which has kind of really taken off for the past few years. I coached for them when they were JUSA a few years ago. And I think for us, that's the biggest thing, just for them from a young age to get that coaching and that experience. With a local club, has been huge for not just our school, but a lot of the other schools in our area.
Right. Like I look at Riverwood Middle, they have a big soccer thing going on, as far as a program where they do a lot of club soccer, and they pretty much. Right. I went to their soccer field, and that soccer field looks like a high school field.
It does.
How much does it help that you guys have that type of support from the middle school already?
Oh, it's huge, absolutely huge. Having coaches there. They know what they're doing, know what they're talking about. Also having that, just the ability for them to play soccer in a high-level environment at a youth age coming to us is just that experience, just huge for what we're trying to do.
Of course. Who are some of the players you've coached over your time at Clayton that gotten to the collegiate level. I know Kai and I have seen a couple over the summer at East West All-Star games, which is one of the first things we did with WJG Sports. But who are some players you've coached that have made it to the collegiate ranks at all levels?
Yeah, so I've only had obviously 2 seasons under my belt as varsity coach at Clayton, at least 2 full seasons now. First year, Emery Biggs, who graduated from us, went to Marshall. She's playing at Marshall University. Last year, we had 2 that graduated and went on. We had Leah Rogers, who's now playing at Campbell University.
Right.
And then Casey Wilkins, our goalkeeper last year, is playing at William Peace University.
We saw Casey at the East
Yeah,
West.
we saw Casey. Yeah.
Yeah, Casey. Yep, she
time.
earned that. Yeah, she is.
Right. So how tough is it right now with the coronavirus having stopped spring sports for your players right now to kind of deal with the fact of the season they started might not get a chance to finish.
Yeah, it's tough. We had a practice on a Thursday, I think it was. I think Thursday all went down, and we about 5 minutes before practice started, I got all the tweets went out that they were canceling all the games and everything for the spring sports season, and getting to my girls pretty much right after that, just kind of the raw emotion coming out when we had that practice was tough. A lot of tears, a lot of questions that, of course, no one has any answers to. It's been really tough. A lot of them, we're holding out hope that May 18th date might, be true and we can get back to the field for whatever that may be. But then some I know are kind of realist too, and is that really going to be the case? And it's tough for them coming to terms with that, and trying to keep them excited and trying to keep them involved. And hopefully, again, May 18th comes and we'll be playing soccer. Hopefully, fingers crossed.
Yeah, absolutely. For a sports writer like myself and for Kai, who does videography and has been a sports writer for everyone. I mean, for me, I miss covering high school sports and NC as much as the kids miss playing, the coaches miss coaching it, and I do hope the same thing. Like I kind of wanted everything to subside so that we can at least have somewhat of a spring sports season.
That's the hope. I kind of take it back to and that's going to sound weird, but Talladega Nights, Ricky Bobby, what do I do with my hands type deal. What do I do right now? I'm not coaching. Like tonight, I think like Tuesday, we're supposed to play Corinth Holders, in a big rivalry game, and it's like, oh, I'm here at home, hanging out. It's like it's just different and it's weird, and hopefully we'll be back soon.
Yeah, I hope so.
What is it like from a teacher's standpoint right now of trying to figure this stuff out?
Good question, Kyle. Good question.
Yeah, that's even tougher to say the least. We at Clayton, we've definitely had some practice with it. We've had what we call flex days before. Years before, last year and the year before that, where we kind of did online days with the kids, so they actually had some practice with it. But it's tough, it's just there's different information coming from all different areas and different people, and right now we're just trying to make sure, more than anything, that our kids are all right, that they're safe, and that they're doing okay, and then the learning's starting to come slowly. Technically, we're about to go on spring break next week, and we're actually keeping that. So, we'll see. Come April 20th is when we're supposed to start new learning. That'll be the true test of, is this going to work? Is this But we're all just trying to figure it out.
Right. Of course, from a student standpoint, I know Leica, he's actually a college student, so he said that it's been kind of hard to keep up with it.
Some of it is kind of my own doing, I will admit.
Right.
But yeah, I agree with mine. I think it's tough to adjust to it, but once you're like really in it and you have like a game plan of how you're going to attack every class. I think it's been a little bit helpful. And I mean, I'm thankful I have really good professors that have organized my classes really well. But yeah, it was tough at first, I will admit.
You're right. Yeah, it's unprecedented. So
yeah,
there's a lot of
yeah, absolutely.
I mean, you got to think from a teacher standpoint. You know, there's nowhere in your curriculum where you were just like we can reroute this all to online learning in about 2 weeks.
Right.
Yeah, what teachers are going through right now is crazy. I mean, I think very highly of any teacher at every school level, from college to elementary school. I mean, I think they aren't appreciated enough. I'll also admit this. It took me some time to realize that. So,
Right.
But now that I have, teachers really are some of the hardest working people out there, and they deserve to be. Honestly, I feel teachers deserve to be paid a whole lot more than what they're getting, and I know it's a tough time for them, but they're working extremely hard for students to get the best education they can in an unprecedented time like this.
Exactly. We're trying our hardest, and we're gonna make it through. That's for sure.
Absolutely.
I mean, heck, I've had teachers tell me that they're actually working harder from home than they were in the classroom.
Wow, that's crazy. Kai, if you don't mind me asking you this, you mentioned Riverwood Middle. Is there anything you're doing there that you would like to share or something?
Oh, well, I'm a teacher assistant there now. So,
oh wow.
Yeah, so
congratulations.
I'm kind of in the same boat as well, kind of just going through it.
That's
He's
awesome.
Team Joko now.
Hey, there we go.
So Kai's got connections now.
You know, it's kind of weird coming into it from a teacher's assistant standpoint because I got there. I think I got my papers in probably 3 days before before the governor closed all the schools. So it was just basically like, yeah, we're gonna figure out some telework for you, and it's like, well, I don't know anybody. I don't know.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, so
that's crazy.
It's a wild situation going on right now in education. You know,
Yep.
Of course, let's kind of sidetrack back to the sports aspect. You know, Coach, did you actually play soccer in high school?
Yeah, so I played in high school, my sophomore, junior, and senior years. I'm not one. I won't lie about it. I got cut my freshman year, which is, oh well. I actually, no, not a problem at all. It actually gives me a good perspective for, when I have to do it, if I have to do it, which hopefully I don't, but sometimes it happens. I know what it means to be cut. But yeah, I played goalkeeper at Laney High School for 3 years, and yeah, it was some of the best years of my life, that's for sure.
How far did y'all advance in the playoffs when you were there?
Well, so my sophomore and junior years, I played JV. I was behind a D1 goalkeeper. And so that guy, I was like, okay, I got you. My senior year, I finally got to start. We won 4 games that year, maybe 5. So we did not make the playoffs. So I can't say I've actually been there.
I just asked on the spot. I didn't really.
Yeah.
No. It's funny to say that because I don't know the playoffs as a player. As a coach, definitely.
I was going to say you've had plenty of success as a coach, but to continue with that, from your coaching success, what have been some of your favorite memories so far of best games that stand out to you for Clayton girls soccer?
Good question. I would say Big 2 last year. We played in our Johnson County Cup. We called the NERFA Cup. Last year we played Corinth Holders at Corinth Holders for the championship, and we won that game in overtime. Which that's a huge rivalry game, obviously for us, and to win that game in overtime at their place was huge. Definitely remember that one. Also, last year beating D.H. Conley at D.H. Conley in the 4th round of the playoffs, because we actually played them earlier in the year, and we were not good in that first game. We were not good whatsoever, and we actually come back and get that result to go somewhere no one in Clayton history has gone. Soccer, boys or girls, was a huge result for us. And also, my last one would be this year. We actually had one this year. Play Cleveland in our county championship. Right before all this went down, we were able to win in overtime against Cleveland, and a huge game for us. So those are the ones that really stick out to me.
I do recall that, I believe that one goal that was scored in that fourth round playoff game was a really good one. I just forgot how it was scored.
Yeah, so Riley played a ball in off a free kick, and wasn't the prettiest one ever. It kind of bounced around the box, and one of our Tucker Bullard, one of our seniors last year, was able to just kind of poke it through past Maeve, and we were able to hold on after that. So not the prettiest goal in the world, but it went in. So
I remember. He's saying Maeve as in Maeve English, who's going to East Carolina next year, and she's a great goalkeeper for DH
really good, really good.
But the success, actually, I know with Coach Asmussen, the success came down translated for the boys. They went to the fourth round, I think, as well.
Right.
They did lose to Jacksonville, a great program. I mean, that's a program I'm sure you're very familiar with.
Yeah. I say anytime you go down to the 910 with all of those teams in Wilmington and Jacksonville area, you got to.
My college roommate's a state champion boys soccer player in Jacksonville, so he knows it better than anybody. They have great soccer in the 910.
Yeah, Jacksonville fourth round is not very good for us. The boys, we lost in the fourth round in Jacksonville. And actually, my first year varsity head coach with the girls, went to the fourth round at Jacksonville and lost at Jacksonville. So if we get Jacksonville in the fourth round, we're good. We're done.
I wouldn't say that. This is a good you got a great program, Coach.
It's just funny because we talked about Jacksonville fourth round. We're done with that.
It's just one of those teams that you're like, oh no, not them again.
Yeah, no, they very good friends with Coach Miller down there, and he put together one heck of a program.
Yeah, my roommate was coached by Coach Miller, so he's been out there for a long time doing this thing, and they've been a winning program for a while. I mean, the boys went to regionals, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Then I think. So, I mean, soccer in the 919 is good too. I mean, Johnson County has grown a lot. The boys programs did really well this past season as well, I think. So
yeah. So Coach, are you like a soccerholic like Leica? Because Leica will literally sit up till 3:00 in the morning watching soccer games overseas.
I'm not that crazy about 3 a.m. My bedtime's 9
p.m.
The
3 a.m.
so I
thing
can't
was
do
a lie. He's lying.
But I'll be honest with it too. Every Saturday morning I'm watching Premier League.
Yes, sir.
We have a good friend. We have some good friends across the way who come over, and we'll do Premier League morning, and we'll sit there for 4 hours, 5 hours watching all the games and play the fantasy Premier League. And I'm all in it. I'm all in it.
Absolutely.
Do you have a favorite club?
My favorite club's Liverpool.
Okay. I don't like Liverpool, but
I respect.
I'm a United fan. We haven't had much in a while.
Nope.
Yeah, but I mean, Liverpool's been playing great these last year. I mean, they won the Champions League last year. I mean,
they did.
Premier League soccer is some true rivalries. Like that is.
Yes, absolutely.
I mean, I respect Liverpool. I don't mean I have to like them. I don't like them.
Oh, you're right.
You probably feel the same way about United.
Exactly the same way.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, Premier League's where it's at, man.
Yep.
So, Coach, let's when you talk about soccer, what is probably one of the more bizarre moments that you've ever encountered, while coaching or playing soccer?
Oh boy. I'll go back to when I played soccer. It's my embarrassing moment for sure. I was goalkeeper. I was playing JV my sophomore year. We were playing our rival Hoggard at home. I made a nice save. Went out to the top of the box to try and hit a punt out. One of those Hoggard players was right in front of me. I thought he was going to keep going. I went to punt a ball. I punted right in the back of his head from about like 2 feet away. And, of course, the ball hit off the top of his head, went right over my head, in the back of our net. So I'll never forget that.
You know what's funny? My former high school teammate, my sophomore year, and he was a senior, he actually did the same thing.
No
except
way.
It was the exact same way you described it.
So, yeah, I scored on myself. So,
I mean, granted, we were saved that we ended up winning that game anyway, but
we lost.
We gave him hell for it the entire year. It was so funny.
Yeah, I don't live that one down. No.
Do your friends and former teammates kind of get at you for that? Still?
Oh yeah. Yeah. No one forgets that one. That's for sure.
That's incredible. That's incredible.
Yep.
That's a good question, guy.
Yeah, that was good. Yeah.
Hey, the most embarrassing moments of your sports career are always the best moments of your sports career.
Exactly.
Yep.
I remember hitting the post with a wide open net and missing a goal. But I remember that was I think it was my junior year. I had goalkeeper spilled it, and all I had to do was pass into the net. It goes off the post and it hits off the post and goes across the goal line, and it doesn't hit anything else, and it stays out. And I was like, "Are you kidding me?" It was just I've had embarrassing.
Yeah, because Striker was a big soccer guy himself.
Yep.
He was a top player in the 3-3-6.
There we go.
Yep, Westchester Country Day, 2010 state champions.
Love it.
It's soccer's a great sport, and
Yep.
Kai and I have talked about this previously. For kids that play basketball as well as a second sport, I feel like soccer can really help your footwork.
Oh, absolutely.
And I mean, it's helped some of the best. I mean, Kai, I think the perfect example of this is Joel Embiid. I mean, he loves soccer. He works on the juggles and all that, and it actually helps his footwork. And
absolutely.
I was going to say, Joel Embiid was playing soccer.
He was, yep.
Yeah, he's a huge soccer fan. He loves it.
That's the thing, the picture of Joel Embiid just running on a soccer field. What do you do as a soccer player when he tries to bump up against you?
Imagine a dude like Joel Embiid with Messi's touch. Oh my God.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Yeah, that'd be a cheat.
I wish.
I would not want to mess with that dude. He could be my number 9 right up top.
Yeah, exactly.
But I think you got any other questions for him?
I was kind of getting into this. You talk about the basketball to soccer thing, man. When I look at it, the girls, a lot of times girls basketball players actually do play girls soccer as well.
Oh yeah.
And I think a lot of times you can see the players who do that because the spacing, the off the ball work,
right.
the footwork. I think a lot of times, if I was a basketball coach, I would definitely tell all of my players to play soccer. Not football. No offense to the football coaches who are going to be watching this. But to me, it's just the soccer thing when you see the players and how they come back to the court. The movement is very much the same, and kind of the way you play the game is very similar.
Yeah, I mean, I could say this. You guys saw him a lot, Mason Roosh. This year.
Yeah, he played exactly.
He played for us this year, and He was huge.
He's really good at soccer too.
Oh, he's very good at soccer.
Oh my goodness.
He's very good, and it translates on the basketball court. Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure he could have played college soccer somewhere.
He definitely could have. Yep.
Go.
Maybe, who knows? Maybe he might take up on it. Who knows?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, that's the cool thing too. Now those two sports, they kind of intersect with each other. It's kind of the same. It's similar training. Like I said, I think they should go more hand in hand together, especially when you look at
Right.
I think about Greenfield a few years ago. They had two of their best basketball players play soccer,
Right.
and they both scored 30 goals, and it was the first time either of them had played soccer.
Yep. It's crazy.
Yeah, that's a crazy. I didn't even know that until you said it.
Yeah, you should go look it up. Dewanye, I can't remember. Dewanye Sutton from ECU.
Oh wait, really?
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. He was in soccer. He played soccer 1 year, scored 40 goals.
Whoa.
What?
There you go.
I gotta ask him about this.
Well,
Oh my goodness. I'm gonna ask him when I get the chance.
There's soccer for you.
Hold on, he played soccer and was that good at it?
Yeah, he played soccer 1 year. I mean, Dewanye Sutton, if you didn't know, was a big time athlete. Basketball, he averaged like 10, 7, 5, and 3 and 2 as a basketball player, and then went to baseball, and I think he batted like 600 and had like 10 home runs.
And yeah, he's a huge part of ECU's baseball program. So
yeah,
wow, that's a story.
Yeah.
I've learned a lot about this. I've learned a lot in this episode.
There you go. So what can I say?
Coach, how much do you get into the big ECU NC State rivalry?
What rivalry?
Oh,
Wait, what? Huh? What? I mean, a few years ago now, I'll be honest, they got us a few times, but I don't know. Past few, I mean, just saying.
Yeah, I feel. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I just.
both
stayed
of
out.
us went to ECU, but Mike is a big ECU fan.
Right.
He actually really cares about ECU.
Now, real talk, I stay out of it.
Uh,
It's not fun. It's not fun debating sports anymore, man. It's not. It's no longer fun. All of it is fueled by hatred and self-greed. That's it.
Oh my god.
That's what sports debates have become. It's not just ECU and State. It's just in general. That's how I feel about it. But ECU better. Nonetheless, I think this episode is really informative. I think having Coach Mott on is like, I know we've been meaning to do this for a while, but everything that's been going on has kind of kept us from getting him on the show. But we're happy that you finally were able to come on with us and talk, man.
Well, I appreciate the invite. This has been fun. I love it. Love talking sports.
Yeah, for sure, man. Don't we all, right?
Yep.
Right.
Especially now.
Guy, we got anything else for him?
I think that's it, man. I think this was a really great episode. What, 40, I said?
Yeah. 40, man. That's crazy.
Yeah, best one.
Where can they find you on social media if you want to be found on social media?
Yeah, so I'm on Twitter at Coach Joe Mott is my Twitter handle. So feel free to follow me.
Of course. Yeah, absolutely. Give Coach Mott a follow. Of course, all the Clayton teams are on social media. They do a really good job with the social media. So you can follow them there as well. But I think this was a great episode. And once again, Coach Mott, thank you for coming on the show. We appreciate it.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me.
All right. I think that's it, man.
Yeah, that's it. Thank y'all for watching.
You know where to find us on social media, I think. I mean, maybe Kai, but not me. Yeah, episode 40, man. We are episode 40 in the books, and we'll see you again soon.